Welcome back. I didn't really segue from the last video, but still me and Silent W, and now we're going to tackle the rest of Signal.
Including, well, actually, we'll talk about that in a minute.
Get their attention. I'll take care of the rest.
Silver really needs a cup of coffee.
Time to say goodbye.
Oh, okay, maybe a cup of coffee won't help.
You too, Mako. I'll make them pay for this. I promise.
That's a pretty rad way to go, though, you gotta admit.
It is. It is a pretty radical way to go. He went out like a true rad dude. Or would that be a bad dude?
I like to imagine him wearing like really cool sunglasses as he did that.
Nico De Silva, Thrill Master.
Oh yeah. Anyway, I can choose between a little bit of extra shield for guys or plasma field.
Or oh yes, okay. This, I mentioned the Blobotov in a previous video. This is what the Blobotov turned into.
Flush enemies into the field.
It's not quite as cool as the Blobotov, because Blobotov was a grenade, so Carter could take it, but it's okay.
Yeah. The alternate thing you can choose instead of plasma field, it just gives you or your agents 2 little extra bars of health. Which is kind of useful, but it's a pain in the ass, because it doesn't apply to everyone. Yeah,
it's a bad choice.
It's annoying to summon on all your dudes all the time, and it's not fun. Why would you not want to set everything on fire?
We got a couple things to talk about though. First off, that cutscene, in-game cutscene, which is totally sweet, turns out differently if you tell De Silva, "I'm not going to let you die."
What does he do?
He doesn't die. He bails out of the car before it explodes, and the Sky Ranger comes down and picks him up and ends him back in the base. He lives!
What?
That's right. De Silva can survive this mission. He doesn't have to die.
What?
But before that, let's look at you demonstrating, I think, your newest, most beautiful toy in the entire toy box.
No, actually.
No, really? You're not.
It's a perfect opportunity, but
you're not gonna blow it on that huge group of dudes sitting there that are right there just for you to do that to.
I wanted to get him into the puddle, goddammit, and I did.
Excellent work. Excellent goddamn work.
Hole in one. There we go.
Sleep with the fishes. Every time if you keep doing that, I'm gonna have to start doing terrible one-liners every time.
Knock yourself out. And yeah, honestly, I am continually impressed by just how good the machine pistol is.
The Star is the unsung hero of this game. I believe we very, very cleverly avoided bugging any issues that might have been with it, such as it having very high damage for a machine pistol and a very high fire rate. But, you know. Also, in real life, the Star Z62 fires 9mm short and is overall a god-awful, terrible, idiotic weapon that probably never should have been designed, a lot like a lot of the stuff that Star designed, and has absolutely no business being as good as it is or catapulting men into the air like that.
I have no idea why that happened.
That happens because sometimes an enemy ragdolls with a part of his anatomy inside cover collision, and he takes a flight.
Sweet.
It's something we were never able to figure out a satisfactory solution for. But it's okay, because it's hilarious.
It is. I love it when like little funny bugs like that happen. And honestly, I think my favorite part about the Star is just how generous its ammo is. You can carry 10 clips with you.
The Star is an excellent, excellent fallback weapon for any player, no matter what you're thinking of doing. Oh, man, those guys almost got nailed by their own drop pod.
I think I have a plasma field there too.
Oh,
which they all ran away from. So
yeah, but fun time's over now because the Sectopods just dropped in.
Well, fuck that guy.
Recess is over, ladies and gentlemen. The Sectopod has arrived. Also, shoutouts to Leffelman's Grocery Store, named after our, I believe he was our lead animator, PJ Leffelman. Yep. Almost every brand name in this game is the name of someone in the studio.
And here I am getting chumped.
Getting your ass kicked by a Sectopod, which is a common occurrence.
No!
And yeah, your agent runs away because the grenade is going.
Well,
Fortunately,
yeah,
he's vulnerable
you still
as
got
that,
to me
though.
in time, so...
He just shrugs off that other grenade like it's nothing, because he's vulnerable while he's reviving.
It's like chicken pox, you know. And here's the blaster
The new
launcher,
toy. Okay,
which...
is not a blaster launcher.
Okay,
It's
it's a floaty grenade launcher thingy.
It's a burst fire rocket launcher. It doesn't make it not good, it just makes it not a blaster launcher.
Yeah. It is super useful.
It is a
And-
really good heavy weapon, yes.
Especially because all of the alien weapons share the same ammo type, so you're never going to be short on ammo for it.
Yes, that was... The blaster launcher is a vestige of a time when we had heavy weapons in the game as powers for Carter, essentially. You would have a power that you selected in attack mode, and it would summon a heavy weapon out of your cuff, which was, more alien than it is now. Now it's basically human tech, but before it was alien tech. Completely alien tech. And it would summon the heavy weapon out of the cuff, and then the idea was then that your heavy weapons ammo pool would be determined by your time units, when we had time units and not power cooldowns.
And here's where I learned that you can't actually punch a sectopod to death.
Sorry, Skywalker. No vents for you.
Well, I was thinking maybe it was because it was floating, so... No.
If only you had some kind of weapon that was ranged, that could reach up from your current position. Oh, there you go.
I tried to punch it to death. It
Kudos
counts
to you
something.
for trying, yeah. You actually do get points for trying for that.
And let's move. Bring in Dr. Weir. We're gonna need him.
On our way.
And now in through the supermarket.
Let's go shopping. Oh, hey, but what's that? Oh, well, you missed it. The Sky Ranger does fly overhead there.
Ah.
So no, it doesn't just appear out of nowhere in this area. It actually is there, and it flies overhead.
There's too many little details in this game that I keep missing.
It's not your fault, really. It's just, unless you know where to look for them, you're gonna miss a lot of them. It's just, they're all there for people that look.
Well,
I really do love this grocery store.
yeah, I took a nice little panning shot of it there. It's pretty cool.
Including the, yeah, look at that, baby! Shattering glass! And moving stuff on the shelves.
Oh yeah, there are little physics objects and whatnot in there.
Yeah, so we have there's fully physics-based glass in this game, too.
Yeah, the glass does look super great. Oh, what the?
I
don't need a
agent's partial to
supermarket,
that
dude.
shopping cart. Oh, those jars are an asset from the 2010 version of the game, actually. Those, if you spot, I think maybe they even appeared in a trailer somewhere. So those jars survived. Those jars survived 4 years of development to be placed in the supermarket eventually.
And then I murdered them all.
That's what they were meant for. They're happy. They are happy that you did that.
Oh, good.
A lot of these domestic details around here were from the modeled in preparation for the 2010 version of the game, actually.
Which took place in more rural environment.
It had a great diversity of environments, and most of them, yes, were rural America.
Cool.
This way.
And now, we're getting definitely into outsider territory here.
My God. Look at them.
Pod people,
William?
pod people.
Welcome to the field, Doctor.
Thank you, William. I'm keen to see what's
Is that
inside
from,
that
Mystery
tower.
Science Theater?
To study Mosaic's communications
Sure.
up close.
I was thinking more crab people, but yeah.
This trip had better pay off.
No,
The
there was
research
there was an
discoveries alone will be
MST
of
pod
tremendous
people, I
scientific
think.
advantage.
I believe there was. And here's where we get to see that Carter doesn't trust Weir.
Screw your research. We've lost good men trying to get into this tower. If we don't find a way to hit them back hard, then I'm holding you personally responsible.
I'm sorry, Agent Carter. I didn't mean to.
Don't give me an apology. Just make sure this is
Carter
all
being
worth
kind
it.
of a hard
I
ass here.
promise.
That's
This
kind of the
will give us
definition
our
of Carter's
chance to
character.
strike back for all the friends we've lost.
He doesn't really seem to appreciate that Weir has also lost someone quite close to him recently.
I'll have you know I fought in the Pacific.
But it's up in the air as to whether that was a spy or
my way
what.
around a long arm.
Good to know.
So,
Still, stay behind
True
me
historical
here for
details
support,
about Weir.
not combat.
that is a
That's
historically
what I intend to
accurate unit and
What can we expect
Exploit.
inside the tower?
The tower is fully controlled by Mosaic.
He's Australian, right?
he is Australian. That's correct.
More like communication, really.
So it's an Australian division then.
Correct.
Mosaic
The Aussies,
will talk
the
to
Aussies fought in the
whoever
Anzac Corps in
Like
World
it's
War
a
II.
living thing.
In a way, it is. It isn't sentient.
The Sleepwalkers are having some, well, they're infested with an alien micro-nano-organism, so, you know, they're allowed some animation glitches, I think.
Within the limits of its programming, yes. Mosaic is simply a machine, but one of amazing, fascinating complexity.
Pretty much everything Weir says is canonically
getting
accurate
No
within this game.
guarantees, but after
So,
studying Mosaic,
he was
I
one of the few
believe I
characters
can
that had very
tap
few
into it.
rewrites of his dialogue.
Perhaps even gain
Almost
control
none,
of
in
some
fact.
of its systems.
If you're wrong, this is gonna be a short trip.
If I'm wrong, then I've wasted nearly a decade.
I think this mission also didn't get much rewriting in the rewrites,
Forced
though.
labor, perhaps? Re-education?
Well, you said it was used so much
Yeah,
for
we used
demos
it
and stuff, so I
Yeah.
imagine it would have been locked down pretty early.
This level is probably the most cohesive out of all of them
Find it.
in
We know
terms of
that
that.
Mosaic relays its
It
communications
changed
through a
in
vent within
layout
this tower.
quite
According to
significantly
the infiltrator, we should be able to
before we
recover
started
a
using it as the
transponder
demo
from
level,
one of the
but,
ships inside.
Assuming he didn't lie.
yeah.
Once I find a terminal, I can bring down the defenses long enough for you to find the gate and capture a transponder. If I've correctly mapped the Mosaic protocols, that is.
You don't sound
Originally,
very
actually,
sure of
this map
yourself,
had a
Doc.
bowling alley in it.
Science is exact.
Oh, that would be a fun little physics thing.
It was before we really had physics. Oh, okay.
By the way,
Welcome
by
to
the
one
way,
of... Oh, yeah?
is that a bug?
What?
Copy.
Carter talking to nothing?
Oh, yes. That's supposed to be a line from Barnes saying something like, Yo!
I'm Barnes, how you doing?
There's, yo, I'm giving you recon data you don't give a shit about. Yeah, that's supposed to be a line from Barnes there.
Okay.
Let's keep moving.
Weir's a crack fucking shot here.
Yeah, little demonstration that he's a pretty badass
Look at
dude.
those shadows. Look at those shadows. Sorry.
They are good looking shadows.
So, this was one of the more bug-ridden areas in this level. Simply because we have an NPC moving in a narrow space. We need to do it to give you time to stream in and stream out parts of the levels. But if Weir's AI breaks there, you're
How
trapped!
do they know to come here?
Mosaic tells them. The same way it coordinates the outsiders and commands the infected sleeper agents.
How do the
More-
infected go from
yeah,
that
see.
to these sleepwalkers?
The human mind can only handle Mosaic's control for so long.
This is
before
the
being
sort
out.
of retcon here about the infiltrator stuff.
Nico was able to fight it.
Yes, but only people with exceptional willpower can fight it. Nico
I do
was
like
one
the
of
little
few.
fluid
As was
animation on the
Lawrence.
pods.
Yes. We'll be seeing those pods again. I mean, they are going up into the tower, so... Look! Water with dynamic ripples.
And if you look behind here,
Aha,
you get
clever you.
a useless, redundant backpack that I already have.
Yes. Yes. Every pack in the game, I
Silva's
believe,
team
has
came
2
this
locations
way.
where you can get it.
We're on the right path.
Yeah, they want to make sure you have access to everything.
We wanted to make sure nothing was missable, which...
This is as far as the other team made it.
Yeah.
Stay sharp.
Oh well.
Redmond and Kinney, R.I.P.
That.
Redmond and Kenny. Fighting to the
Come
end.
on, William.
Damn it. They deserved better.
Come on, William.
The Silva got his revenge. But those bastards aren't done paying.
I believe that line is different if De Silva is alive.
I'm a little bit prescient here.
Oh, you're cheating! You are cheating, you cheater!
I'm just leaving traps behind to make sure we're not followed, you know.
Yeah. This is one of the sequences that got a little buggy as well. You'll note a common vein. Anything involving friendly NPCs having to do something was a kind of a
looks like the
chore to
defense
get
barrier.
right.
You're up, Doctor. Don't disappoint.
Just a moment. Connecting to Mosaic.
We've got
Here
company!
goes nothing.
Defend the Doctor!
You can end this encounter pretty early with the plasma.
You can end this encounter instantly, in fact, if you feel like it.
That's it. The functions map perfectly with the
I
phone.
love the plasma field.
Like having a conversation.
Mainly because the AI doesn't see it as a danger spot, doesn't navigate around it. But yes, it's good for that reason, at least.
A couple got past.
I don't know if you noticed that, but that sectoid died on contact with the ground.
Oh,
He jumped down and broke his little leg and died.
they got weak ankles.
Mosaic actually wants to
they
help
do.
us.
Keep the door open for us. We'll be leaving in a hurry. So how does Mosaic work, anyway?
It's a communication network using both technological and telepathic elements. The outsiders
Wow,
use it to
really? You're
organize-
just gonna walk away while he's talking to you? Damn.
You're connected to it. Doesn't
Well,
that mean
apparently
Mosaic
we can. We're
take you over?
telepathic.
Not to worry. There's only a limited connection. I'm not even sure how we could arrange
Those pod people again.
Yeah, this is a neat little area.
We're betting our lives
Yeah,
on it.
I like this area. This is one of the few areas in the game where we actually utilize the principle of see there, go there, and weapon design.
The sleepwalkers are
See
on
that
some
thing
kind
ahead of us? We're going there!
Stop this thing.
I'm afraid not. That's it.
Oh, is that the teleport pad?
Yes, it is.
Oh shit! I
It's
didn't
not
realize
obvious.
it looked around.
Yeah, it's not obvious.
Oh, that is neat as hell.
And here's where we get
What
in.
Mosaic wants. Can you stop it?
Even trying would set off every alarm in the tower.
Damn it. We've lost the town, our soldiers, and now we're losing the entire population. How the hell are we supposed to hold the hell?
I love that door. I love that door animation.
It is sexy.
Artists spent a long time on that door animation, and it's used everywhere in the Outsider stuff, and it looks good. A little chromatic aberration on that too. Oh, hey, it's a C. Remember those? Well, this is what happens when you let one grow for too long and it gets infected. Ugh.
Yeah, it's not a pretty picture. Well, actually, it is a pretty picture. It looks pretty cool.
It's so beautiful. Well, if it's so beautiful, then why are you trying to stop it?
Doc, what are we looking for?
Mosaic says there's a matter projector that can take you further.
So
Like an
this,
elevator?
yeah, like an elevator. That's right.
And press the button.
I like how Weird totally avoids telling Carter exactly what's about to happen because he knows he'll freak out if he knows.
On the other hand, he knows to tell him to press the button, which Carter can never resist.
Carter is a born lever puller.
They're not on the pad.
Man, I love that teleport effect. It's too bad we didn't get to use it more.
Where are we, Doc?
Thank goodness. You're on the docking level, about halfway up the tower.
So, for a while, the skybox around the tower moved to represent the tower swaying, and it... Oh, Jesus. That made people really sick.
I kind of want to see that.
It was bad, man. It was nauseating in the extreme.
I can imagine. I think it'd be kind of cool to play through once or twice, but if you're doing QA stuff like you were,
We just
having
need
to play through it
cross
like
this.
100 times,
Yeah.
yeah.
Just need to cross this bridge. Yeah, look at that
Very-
light bridge. Isn't that cool looking?
It is. Although it does have the orange and turquoise movie poster thing going for it, but still, it's pretty.
Yeah, no artist is immune. Well, especially when we decided the Arksider colors were orange and blue.
There we go.
We kind of stepped into it.
Oh well.
Doc,
And this is a
Transports.
cool little set
full of
piece.
Shipping
sleepwalkers.
them back to their
So, yeah.
Tell me you can do something to stop them.
By the way, that's an alien forklift you're walking next to.
Mosaic simply won't allow me to interfere.
I love that the stretchy warp effect of the ships.
Our writers spent a shitload of time on this and all the Outsider architecture, and it shows.
Yeah.
It really paid off. The Outsider stuff in this game looks absolutely stunning. And even after playing this game for God knows how many hours in test, I still smile when I see it because it looks fucking awesome. And I'm super, super happy that we have at least one section of the game where I can say that pretty much everything about it is absolutely wonderfully done and stunning.
Oh yeah. Well, apparently those ships only have a capacity of like 10 people.
Well, if you're building a ship that's a courier ship with a warp drive, or whatever the fuck, it's probably going to be mostly engine.
I suppose.
That's
And-
actually the canonical explanation for the ships.
One nice little detail was these footprints that you notice here.
They look like they're made of blob juice. Or sleepwalker eye boogers. Wonder
And
where they
they're-
lead.
They're either going towards or from the ship that we just saw. Let's investigate.
This looks foreboding.
Uh-oh.
Officer
Bastard. Did everything he could to save his town, only to die in here.
And all of the correspondence of the Pima Police Department is updated in the thread, so check there to see the little back and forth.
It's too bad we weren't able to do more of these interstitial areas in other levels, because they really help tell the story of what happened before you got here and just how bad everything was before you got here and started fucking up everything. I mean, the idea is that no matter how bad you make stuff after you leave, no matter how much you blow up or whatever, it was worse before you got here. Much worse.
Which is saying something.
Yeah. Welcome to the docking bay encounter. We'll be in it in a second.
This is one of the more challenging fights my first time through the game.
This is a skill check encounter.
Absolutely.
This is 100% a skill check encounter. If you can't handle this, you're in deep shit. You have to learn how to handle this.
Mind that area. Landmine out.
And I've said it before, but goddamn, I love mines.
Ghetto grenades.
Contact! We got that spot locked down!
And I kind of wanted to send him into the void, but I overshot and put him on the other side.
Build the bridge of it. Okay, that wasn't a very good one. I'm coming up with these on the spur of the moment here.
Right.
This is the most...
Oh, go ahead.
No, that's alright. You go.
I was going to say, the most annoying thing about this encounter is just about every single fucking enemy has a shield.
Yes! I was about to say something around those lines. This is the most elites we've ever faced in an encounter up until this point. And there's a shield commander with them, which makes it even worse.
And
I'm sorry,
a
and a
tech
tech
commander.
commander. Yeah, and a tech commander.
But it's okay, because we have the blaster launcher, so fuck these guys.
If you don't still have your blaster launcher here,
then you're a scrub. Why would you not
probably
have it?
You probably have some mental deficiency. Oof, long fall for that guy.
I was quite pleased with that.
You also saw the tech commander doing another thing that he can do, which is he can cast a shield sphere, just like your other agents can. And watch out for those explosive crates.
Oh yeah,
they're no joke.
They have a surprising amount of range on them.
They have a very large blast radius.
I'll get you fixed up. Up and out. I owe you.
One of the deficiencies that we have in this game that would have been nice to correct if we had a little more time is, gameplay-wise, it's easy for the player to eat up all the available ammunition in the environment very quickly without having any way to get any more.
Yeah.
I would have liked some kind of pickup system where it only tracked how much ammo you had taken from a pickup and then, gave you back. Or then rather kept in the environment however much you hadn't used. Because that would have, yeah.
Oh man. He just got chumped by that elite.
Yeah, they're basically Covenant elites, so they will charge if you break their shield and do some damage to them. They'll charge, and their melee attack hurts like a son of a bitch.
It really
The one they do
does.
on the agents. Yeah, the one they do on the agents is different than the one they'll do on the player. The one they do on you is much more dangerous. The one they do on the agents is pretty bad, but the one they do on you is much worse.
And I just keep on getting chumped here.
Yeah.
Oh god. I was really worried here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could have gone a lot worse.
Let's try this again.
Could have also got a lot better, too.
Yeah. That was a hair's breadth away from death.
And this exemplifies the problems that can occur when you don't actually give your agents very many orders other than power usage orders. Your agents really, really benefit from movement and attack orders, especially in this encounter. It's difficult. It's like you see here. It's very easy for your agents to get trapped in untenable positions if you don't tell them where to go. They don't have much tactical AI if you don't order them around other than stay vaguely near the player and shoot the enemies.
Yeah. So anyway, we got there's a muton over there and a couple of drones, so...
Kill the drones first.
Absolutely.
You don't want drones healing a muton.
Yeah, always kill drones.
A drone! It's healing us!
Yeah, because otherwise they do this.
Well, the stars. Well, yeah, the star's a pretty great way to deal with them, actually.
The Star is a very good way to deal with drones. It has a good cone of fire. It's got good aimed accuracy. It's got a lot of ammo, and it does normal damage to drones. Now, fortunately, because you're in a circular area here, you can play Kite the Muton.
Oh yeah, and Muton, like you said earlier, they do not register the plasma field as a thing that they should try and avoid, so they just wander straight into it.
Yeah. It's a difficult, from an AI design standpoint, it's difficult. Do you make the enemy avoid it? If you make the enemy avoid it, then they'll never get hit by it. But if you don't make the enemy avoid it, then this happens, where they just sort of blithely walk through burning plasma. There's no good answer.
And you saw that one plasma field stripped all his armor off. It's a wonderful ability.
Plasma field is an armor-destroying ability. Anything that burns or does a DOT in this game, like plasma, is an armor-destroying attack, which means armor takes double or triple damage from it. Anything that's like electrical, quote-unquote, blue, or I believe maybe lasers, does extra damage to shields as well.
Oh. That's never explained.
Yeah, we didn't really explain it because we had this idea, and it was a great idea, and we didn't really have the diversity of weapons to support it. That theory went with the side grade attitude towards weapons. Now that we have the upgrade attitude,
when they're built, a full invasion will be over in a matter of hours.
Oh, and this room, by the way, proves that the Outsiders don't have space OSHA, because this is such an unsafe area. You have catwalks.
Energy bridges.
You have energy bridges and catwalks above an active warp gate. I mean, good lord.
And I wonder what the friction is like on those bridges anyway. Seems like it'd be pretty easy to slip on. Yeah.
On those energy bridges? Yeah. Now that you mention it, I hadn't thought of that, but yes, they seem like they would be extremely... Oh, hey!
Hey, it's our doohickey. It
let's
got pulled out of that ship right there, and yoink.
Oh. I love that little like foldy unfoldy thing on the ship. It's pretty great.
Barnes,
and
the Sky Ranger ready.
I think someo's gonna notice that.
Well, we did just yank out its brain or something.
Who is that? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, Axis.
I like his dialogue.
Tell that to
Axis
soldiers.
is voiced by I'm blanking on his name. He's the same guy who voices another outsider in this game. He's a famous voice actor. Shit. And you'll know him. I'll remember it at some point. But yeah. Axis is our resident outsider with a face and an all-around asshole and bad guy. He has a pre-existing connection to some other characters as well, as we will learn in the future.
I think it's about 2 missions away.
Or it depends on how many side missions you do in between, but yeah.
Which I do all of them.
I like the Big Brother-esque effect where he appears on all the screens around you is also pretty great. If you're in an outsider level and Axis is talking, he'll appear on every single screen around you. And it hasn't really been it's going to be lampshaded eventually, but pay attention to how your agents react to Axis speaking.
Or their lack of reaction, I guess.
Yeah.
Not to spoil nothing.
Regroup, fellas.
Regrouping.
Tell me you've got a plan.
Carter, come in.
Barnes, we're here. Roof of the tower.
You think you can stop our invasion? You can't even escape.
There is no escape, William Carter.
William Carter.
William Carter of Earth. Or, how aliens always say it in Flash Gordon or whatever.
Anyway, I'm swapping out my tactician pack for the gunner pack here.
Why would you do that?
Well, basically, there's an encounter coming up right here, for those who don't know, and what the gunner pack does is it makes your weapon clips a little larger, so instead of having nine grenade launcher rounds, now I have 12.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
Show yourself, you fucking coward!
Welcome, the big bad. The obelisk. The unblinking eye. It's the Titan!
Sunday at the Arena Dome.
You'll pay for the whole piece of cover, but you'll only need the edge, because it'll destroy the cover.
Find new cover! Handle a direct hit from that thing.
The Titan's a pretty challenging fight the first way through, but once you learn like 2 simple tricks, it's pretty easy.
The Titan shares a distinction with the Blob from being the only other enemy from the 2010 version of the game that has made it through to the shipping version of the game.
And it is sad that this is the only time we see it.
Yes, there's a spoiler. This is the only time you'll ever see the Titan. He's a cameo, sadly.
Yeah.
He
Anyway,
was
go ahead.
Yeah, he was really toned down from his original incarnation. In the 2010 version of the game, he was a legitimate boss fight all on his own, and he was a random encounter, pretty much. He could turn up at any level. If you pissed off the enemies in a level enough, they'd call in air support, and when they said air support, them at the Titan.
Oh, that's cool.
So we've got all the hallmarks of boss fight here. Axis taunting us, the Titan vaporizing cover, but unfortunately, someone decided it was a little too early in the game to have a real boss fight, so the Titan has really nowhere near as much HP as he should.
Yeah.
And he doesn't do nearly as much damage as he should either.
Yeah, you can see here, I've fired like, 3 clips at him, and he's almost dead.
Now,
Basically,
if you tried to stay in cover, though, this fight
Yeah,
would
you-
go very differently.
Yeah, this is where you don't stay in cover. Just dodge roll and shoot. That's really all you gotta do.
The eye. Shoot the going part, which should really be second nature to anyone who's played games before, but, you know.
Yeah.
Jesus!
There we go.
Did you see that? Find new cover! We can't handle a direct hit from that thing! We're still here.
And
Little dialogue glitches.
never seen that bug before. Sadly.
Consider your chances against something of greater potency.
I like how Axis sort of seems like he's kind of grasping at straws here, where he's like, oh, fuck, they killed it?
Potency.
Oh,
Anyway,
dear.
I got a choice between more damage against lifted enemies or a more damaging blob. I like the lift one more.
That one's pretty much a coin flip. They're both good choices.
We're ready for evac. Now.
Jesus, you're alive. Coming in.
And I wanted to get that out of the way right there, because if you don't upgrade, you can't do it till you get back to base.
Yeah.
Well done, Carter. You and your team did it.
Yeah, but what did it cost us? They're winning, Doc. With a transponder you nabbed back there, now we can strike back.
And let's see. We managed to get our transponder doohickey.
We killed off De Silva.
Seriously, I had no idea that you could spare him.
Yep, De Silva can survive. So there'll probably be a when I get the game reinstalled, I'll record some footage of De Silva surviving, and we'll see what that entails.
64 to 16. Carter's winning.
Broke the century for kills. Good job. Good job. Ah, return to base.
That
What a
tower's
great
still
mission,
sending people to
guys.
the other side.
High fives all
If we act
round.
quick enough, we can launch a rescue op before.
I said high fives.
You want to tell me what's going on?
Oh, Falk.
To devise a test.
Falk's off his meds again.
We're testing everyone going in or out of the base. Take them to quarantine.
Too bad about De Silva. Huh, Falk?
Oh, see, that line's different if De Silva's still alive.
What does he say?
I can't remember. Says something different.
Mosaic's imperative commands. To humans, it's simple noise. But to an outsider,
So much more.
I guess someone speared Vaseline on the lens during that shot. Whoops. Oh no!
he's reacting.
All right, where's the Joker with the chalkboard and the nails next to the radio? Oh.
Just like, do more.
I am William.
Carter, William.
Yeah, we know your name.
Carter!
Agent Carter, I'm sorry to be the one to break this.
Flashbacks.
Julia.
While you were away, there was an accident.
What? Bullshit. What accident?
A fire. At your house in Arlington. Julia and Richard.
Unfit for duty. You're drunk, Agent. Go home and sleep it off.
Jules. Buried before I could say goodbye.
This is your third disciplinary hearing, Agent.
Let me go.
You got me, Will.
Let me help them. Let me go. Let me go.
Anyway, we'll see you guys next time.